Just waiting for a couple viewers to get on here. Hamatakiapi. My name is Crystal Norcross, and I'm with Oyate Hotanin, Voice of the People. And today we are joined by Lakota healer, traditional Lakota healer, Richard Movescamp. And I'm so excited to have him on our live to hear what he has to say, to have knowledge. We always have to look out and make sure that our elders are being heard, and people, our knowledge keepers, can have a say so. And especially in days like today, like with COVID and everything happening, we don't get to visit relatives, so we have to adapt. So that's why we're going live today. He is from Wambly, South Dakota, and he's from the Oglala band. So sit tight, watch the live, and enjoy. Thank you. And if you have a chance, donate to oyatehotai.org. The site is on our description, and I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you.
Right, thank you. Good evening, relatives. I'm very honored to be here and spend this evening with you. I come to you for a message to enhance your spirituality, enhance your spiritual being, so that during these difficult times, you'll be able to pass through, get by, put this behind you, bring your loved ones close to you. And these are very challenging times for all of us. But what really kept us together is our ancestral teachings, that in-depth, deep, uh, once hidden spirituality that was given to us from the Creator. For a period of time in our history, our ceremonies were forbidden, and we weren't allowed to speak our language, or we weren't allowed to practice our ceremonies. So our ancestors, our fathers, and there was a generation of time of our ancestral people, our uncles, our grandpas in the 19th century. They were not able to openly pray, and they were not allowed to uh, practice their human being, but we were forced to practice in another teachings and something that was not part of our life. And that really affected the newer generation. And we're struggling to refine our identity, and we are struggling to revive our language. But it's coming back and it's here with us. So every aspect of our life being, from the early childhood, the early ages of the history, even in education, our history was a horrifying experience. But we learned from that, and we learned to heal our traumatic experience about learning our history. Now it's time to move forward, put those behind us, and always remember them as teachings, not as a traumatic experience. The comparing our life today, our circle of life, our inner being, our spirit that we carry, that's the Lakota spirituality. That is what spirituality is all about. It's what you carry inside of you. Your love, your compassion, your sharing, your wisdom, your generosity. That is the Lakota spirituality that was given to us. The things like the pipe and the sweat lodge and the sundance and all the ceremonial rituals are only there to help us strengthen our inner being. Our inner being is Tama Helawoaka Nari. Those are what we carried, and that's what spirituality is. We can openly pray our own way today. We can openly express our love to our loved ones, our children, our relatives. And during this pandemic times, it is time to look around and bring your relatives close to you. Bring the relatives close to you in prayer. And that's how we'll make it through. And what is really important for all of us at this time and age is to revive the concept of understanding ourselves, our inner being, and our own spiritual being, the higher power. We look back at history from another angle and look at all those children that were taken from us, our ancestors, and taken away to go school somewhere else. And some of them never seen their parents. They died over there. But those children made a sacrifice to Creator that today the educational opportunities for our people will be greater. We'll have more college graduates. We'll have more educated tribal members in a formal education because those ancestors paid the price for it. So trauma is a teaching that we will use it in a positive way to move forward to help our children. And we have to make amends every day in the Lakota spirituality. Every day is an opportunity to make a peace with the world, make peace within yourself. You can heal yourself and you can protect yourself through this time. It's not going to always be like this. Someday it's going to be better again. And someday the waters are going to be drinkable from the creeks, the air will be clear, and the land will be fresh. Those are the promises that Creator gave us. So during these times, all over, there's relatives from California that are having difficulty because of the fires and the poor air quality. There's people down the south where they're struggling from the hurricanes. People all over the world where tensions are high, where racism and hatredism is very strong, but those are only temporary. They're going to be things of the past. What is really important is being here. Our spirituality teaches us to be here where you're at, be in present moment, and don't forget to pray. You're able to practice your prayer and your spirituality because our ancestors have made it that way. A long time before all these came to this world, the horrifying experiences, our ancestors, their spiritual being inside of them was hard as a rock, hard as a eon, a stone, unbreakable. And today, our relatives, our generation, our inner circles are really fragile. The circles are very fragile because it's just now going through a healing process from our generations of horrifying ways that we grew up in substance abuse and drug abuse and displacement and break the circle has broken for a long time. But now it's time to put it together. No one's going to put it together for us, but only Creator and yourself. Practice strengthening your inner circle, your inner being. That's what's really what spirituality is about for Lakota and Dakota and Nakota people. Today, just be yourself and be real with Creator, and I think we're going to make it through. And don't be afraid to ask your young ones and loved ones to bring them close to your prayers every day. Our ancestors have already made prayers for us, and today, no matter where we're at, we're the ancestors. Our lifeways is that we're here, and what we leave behind, our younger generation are going to do it, pick it up and learn from each and every one of us. and they're going to be a better community in the future for all the people. The language will come back in a permanent way where everyone, all colors of life will be able to speak the language. All colors of life are going to be able to pray together and care for one another. The restoration of a way of life takes a lifetime process, but it will get done. We'll see it happen. So all of these things are going to be temporary, difficult experiences with the pandemic and the world of violence and uncertainty, uneasiness. But don't let that sidetrack you. Stay with your prayers and stay with your spiritual beings. And I think that Creator will help us. And I believe Creator will take care of all of us. So I just wanted to share those things with us. No matter what, all of our relatives all over the community, there's great people. And the number of native people who picked up their spiritual being and practicing it on a daily basis, we have to really praise them and say thank them for doing that today. We came a long way as people. The women are starting to recognize how powerful and how sacred they are. And the men are realizing that Native American way of manhood is a special responsibility. And we will decolonize our own self to the rightful path that we were given, and that is to help our people and take care of one another. So the circle of life, Wawakhan, Nitachama on, or the circle of life, the sacred being that was given to us in our circle, we pray that every day it becomes stronger and stronger and stronger. Someday your circle is going to be so strong that you'll educate yourself about your own culture, Lakota culture. There's more to be learning. There's no more to learn. There's more ways. We finally realize that we're a nation of strong people, and we will continue this journey. Today we have relatives of non-Indian community and Indian community. We join forces and live a healthy life. That is what our promise to Creator is. So I wanted to say thank you that much for allowing me to come on your program, and wherever you're at, your inner being is what Lakota spirituality is. And take care of your loved ones and stay well, and things will be okay again.
Those were awesome words. Thank you so much for coming on to Oyate Hotanin's page. If you guys please can like, share, leave comments, and just, love one another and be with relatives at this time, like he was saying. Once again, our link is on the description, www.oyatehotanin.org. And thank you guys for tuning in. We'll have more programs in the future, more like these. We always feel like it's important that we get knowledge keepers to come in and share and continue to share our ways and whatnot. So once again, thank you so much, Richard. And thank you guys for watching. Bye.
Oh, watch the good one.